Buenos dias, amigos, and happy Cinco de Mayo, and happy birthday, Valerie. Today, we're going to make the official drink of Cinco de Mayo, the mint julep. No, we're going to make margaritas, and we're going to be using Valerie's special secret, well, was secret, margarita recipe. So, let's get started. First thing you need, ice cubes. So this is not a very good margarita glass, but it's the best we got. So I'll put ice cubes in here. That's pretty good. And then a full ounce or almost a full ounce of lime juice. These I just squeezed with a bunch of limes, and they weren't that juicy, so I'd use a lot of them. So an ounce of, or 1 part lime juice, minus a little teeny tiny bit. And then a full part of tequila, and a full part. And this tequila is Dobel, and it's Reposado, if I said that right. It's really good. I'm gonna give a little taste here to tell you how good it is. You like my little shot glass here? Isn't that cool? We got that on a street fair in New Smyrna, I think on Flagler Avenue. And the backside is another little thing here. It's just screams Cinco de Mayo. Oh yes, that is nice and smooth. It's just it's still tequila, but it's just begging to go in a margarita. Okay, so I forgot what I was doing now. The next ingredient is, you normally hear a triple sec, it goes in margaritas. Well, not this one. This is orange liqueur. Patron orange liqueur is so good. It's sweet, it's orange flavor, it is just so good. And we used about a little over half, maybe a little too much, but that's okay. It's, by the way, it's a very good sipping drink. I usually put an ice cube in there, but this is refrigerated. Ice cube in it, and just kind of after dinner drink, or I don't know why you couldn't use it like between courses and meal. It's really nice. Very sweet, very orange flavor, very good. So what have I got in here? I've got the last thing, I've got the tequila, got the ice cubes, I got the orange liqueur. Next is the agave. And because we put so much orange liqueur in here, which is pretty sweet, I'm not gonna put too much of this in. I'm just gonna, about like that, maybe a tiny bit more, there we go. And that's it, folks, except for the shaking part. Pour it in here. Now, this isn't my favorite shaker, but it works. Now, the key is 100 shakes. That's what it takes. And believe it or not, when you give it the shakes, it gives it thoroughly incorporates it and gives it a little effervescence flavor, and it just really is good. So, here goes the shaking. 100 shakes, I say. You know, we were on our last cruise. Sue and I took a mixology class on one of the sailing days, and the bartender was showing us how to do the mixing. Of course, we had a Boston mixer, which is what you really should use, but this works. And he kind of said, bartenders never should mix below the bar. And I said, I was the one that says, why is that? Well, the answer is obvious if you think about it. It leaves a pretty bad visual. Don't do that. You can't see, but my camera person is shuddering right now. Whoa, that's cold. Give it a shake. Everybody counting? That seems like 48, 49, 50. 50 more shakes here. There's 65, 85. You guys counting? 100. Whoa, that's cold. Now, one of the things that I almost forgot to do is lime it with salt. And I took one of these squeezers here. You're supposed to use a nice lime, but oh well. And then just kind of rim it a little bit with salt. So I'm telling you, once you have one of these with this recipe, you will never ever want to go and get a mixer, get a margarita mixer or do anything else. This is the best margarita in the world. Oh, wait till you see this. Oh yeah. It tastes better than it looks. It's really good. And I forgot what I was going to do next. Okay, so now we're going to make another one. I'm going to make it a little differently. Maybe this one is in case you don't have limes. What do you do? So start off with ice cubes, just like before. It's almost the exact same recipe. And by the way, you may want to add an ice cube to this afterwards because some will melt a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. So we'll put in the tequila. Again, this is good tequila. Really, really good for margaritas. It's not cheap though. I think it's like $50 or $60 a bottle, but boy, is it worth it. There we go, a full one of those. And now I usually use about half of the orange liqueur. And now, if I didn't have limes, which I do, but if I didn't have limes, I would use Nellie and Joel's Key West lime juice. This is really good. And by the way, on the back of it, it makes the best key lime pies. And that's why we have this, because on my birthday, Sue made me a key lime pie. So we have some left over. So put in, this is really concentrated. So I'll put in just a little less than half of a portion there. And agave. There we go, and mix this up again. 100 shakes above the bar. There we go. And I almost forgot to rim this with salt. And by the way, some people don't use salt. It's optional, but that's okay. They're forgiven. One of the things that now that I think about it, I could have done better was to put the agave in this, because it kind of sticks to the bottom of the glass a little bit and makes it a little tougher putting the salt on, but oh well. And there we go. And I'm going to taste this one. Not bad. This is better. But that's very good in a pinch if you don't have limes. I highly recommend it. So I'm going to conclude here and say happy Cinco de Mayo and hope you enjoy these. And I think you should absolutely give it a shot. It's so good. And again, if you don't have the Dobel, you can use other tequila, and that's okay. But this is what really is, I would highly suggest the orange liqueur. The Patron orange liqueur is very good, and it's a nice sipping drink too. So anyway, thank you very much, And I'm supposed to say something, happy birthday, happy Cinco de Mayo. And this was, by the way, episode 4, I think, of What's Cooking with Bob. So anyway, happy Cinco de Mayo.